Hi, everybody. Welcome to Live from the Library. My name is Alejandra. I am a member of the STEAM team here at the Chicago Public Library. And today we are going to do a story time all about dinosaurs. Yay! Okay, but first, to get started, let's just do kind of our intro song. So I am, again, where is it? The member of the STEAM team. And we have a song to help us remember what each letter stands for. So STEAM is spelled with S, T, E, A, and M. So the S stands for science, the T stands for technology, the E stands for engineering, the A stands for art, and the M stands for math. So we have a song that we sing for all of our story times to kind of help us remember. So it goes like this. It's to the tune of bingo. So it starts off with science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And then we have everyone else clap along to the letters. S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M. Let's go explore our world. So that's the last part. So let's try again. With science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M. Let's go explore our world. So yay! So welcome. Very excited to be here to do our story time and to talk about dinosaurs. So I have a few dinosaurs here, but first we gotta say, dinosaurs, are they around? Do we see dinosaurs? No. So dinosaurs are what we call extinct. So when something is extinct, it's not around anymore. But how do we know about dinosaurs? So there are special scientists who study dinosaurs called, does anyone know what they're called? Paleontologists. So we have paleontologists that study fossils and they find dinosaur bones and they put them together like a puzzle piece, and we kind of guess, kind of come up with a reason for why these pieces are the way they are, put them together, and we see these ginormous dinosaurs. Okay, so I have some of my dinosaur friends here with me. Let's see if anyone wants to comment what dinosaur it is, and maybe I can see it up on screen. But our first dinosaur, I'm going to quiz you, is... what do we have here? So we have kind of plates on the back, a little face, plates all around, and little clubs. Does anyone know? Anyone know what dinosaur this is? It's a Stegosaurus! So we have a Stegosaurus. And you can tell it's a Stegosaurus because only the Stegosaurus have these really cool plates back here. All right, so that's the Stegosaurus. Now here's the one that you might confuse the Stegosaurus with because he also has something coming out of his back. What is this one? Does anyone want to guess? So this one is called a Spinosaurus. Because he has this really big thing coming out of his spine. We got a Spinosaurus. So it's a little different from the Stegosaurus. All right, they both have stuff, but this one's all connected. This one's kind of scaly. Okay, let's see what's next. Ooh, a lot of people really love this one. And actually, I don't remember the name of this one because it's not a Triceratops. It's the cousin of a Triceratops. But if anyone wants to tell me in the comments, please do. Because it doesn't have the three horns right away. It has more. So it is a cousin of a Triceratops. But I don't remember what it is, and I don't have it on my notes. But okay, next one. I know this one. He has a club at the end here. A lot of spikes. Does anyone know? It's an Ankylosaurus. Very powerful. That club can hit a lot of things. All right, and then what about this one? This part is very important. Like, oh, a rhino dinosaur? I know, right? It does. It does. Okay, anybody know this one? It's a Parasaurolophus. So this is a Parasaurolophus. You can shorten it to Paris if you want. But you can, this is specifically a Parasaurolophus because of the top here. Scientists think maybe it was used for like sound, to call, kind of like an echolocation type of thing. All right, and my last one. What do we think it is? It is a Brachiosaurus. It is a Brachiosaurus. And it's different from a Brontosaurus because a Brontosaurus has kind of like a little crest on the top here. But yes, they are very fun. Oh, you liked Paris? Yes, Paris is very cool. Yeah. Okay. All right, we are going to read our first book. It is called Oh Say Can You Say Dinosaur by Bonnie Worth, illustrated by Steve Hafel. And we are reading this book with permission from Penguin Random House. So thank you, Penguin Random House. And we have our buddy, Cat in the Hat. All right, so let's get started. Let's see, here we go. I'm the Cat in the Hat. You have met me before. Today I will speak of the great dinosaur. Dinosaurs lived on the earth long ago, before you and me. So how do we know? From fossils. Dinosaur teeth, eggs, and bone got stuck in the muck, then that muck turned to stone. These fossils are old, they are dusty and worn, because they were made long before you were born. Not hundreds of years, not thousands of years, but millions of years long before you were born. Dinosaur hunters dig in the ground. All over the earth, these fossils are found. The hunters use tools to chip all day. The fossils come loose, then they pack them away. Fossils can crumble because they are old, so dinosaur hunters must first make a mold. You see, they're making a mold. But they got a map, they're digging. To the dinosaur labs, every bone, tooth, and bit is carefully shipped to see how they fit. Is this a leg bone? Maybe a muzzle? It's a crazy mixed up dinosaur puzzle. Step up and enter the museum hall where dinosaurs stand. Some are big, some are small. Here we will play the best of all games. Oh, say, can you say the dinosaur names? All right, get ready. And after you've said them, you then get to see them in the Cat in the Hat Super Dino Museum. Dinosaur names are not easy to read, but give it a try. I will help if you need. Oh, say, can you say Ankylosaurus? With a club for a tail and a back full of spikes, this dino was strong like an army tank. Yikes! So here we have an Ankylosaurus, just like my buddy that I showed earlier. Now, can you say Maiasaura? We got a new one, Maiasaura. There's one thing we know that this dino did best, and she kept her kids cozy and safe in their nest. She kept the nest tidy, she got her kids food. She was a good mother to her dino brood. See little babies? They have little babies. Oh, Spiky, his nickname should be Spiky back here. It should. Look at all those spikes. Maiasaura. Ooh, I know a lot of us know this one. What is this one? Tyrannosaurus Rex. You said that quite nicely. Now you'd better go. T-Rex is no kitten. I think you should know. This T-Rex was strong, with long teeth sharp as knives. When most dinos saw him, they ran for their lives. T-Rex was a hunter. He hunted for meat. Other dinosaurs were his idea of a treat. Carnivore is the name that we give to dinos like this who ate meat to live. So T-Rex was a carnivore. Here we go. Here's our buddy, the Triceratops. See, it's a little different. All right. Oh, say, can you say Triceratops? This dinosaur's head had 3 horns upon it, sticking up out of it a hard sort of bonnet. But though he was smaller and not half as fierce, his head was too hard for T-Rex teeth to pierce. So after a few dozen snaps at his face, T-Rex looked for dinner in some other place. Ooh. Oh, say, can you say Apatosaurus? So an Apatosaurus is what used to be a Brontosaurus. They keep reclassifying it. Oh, say, can you say Apatosaurus? I've given this rather tall ladder here for us to see eye to eye with Apatosaurus. These dinos' long necks reached up high into trees where they fed on green leaves just as much as they'd please. Herbivore is the name that we give to dinos like these who ate plants to live. All right, what do we have here? Here's the Brachiosaurus. Remember I said it had like a little crest on the top? Can you say Brachiosaurus? This dino was taller than 51 feet. And just how much food do you think he could eat? Nearly as much as a truckload of hay is what he would gobble day after day. That's how he grew to this size, as you see. The cat in the hat just comes up to his knees. So tiny. He's nowhere as smart as you or me. His brain is the size of a small zucchini. Zucchini. Like they spell it zucchini. Ooh, we have a new one. Oh, say, can you say iguanodon? What he did with his thumb, we think that we know. We think that he used it to jab at his foe. Do you see his thumb? Okay. Now say Deinonychus? Terrible claw is what its name means. We think that this dinosaur hunted in teams. So there's the Deinonychus. Whew. We ready to try this name out? Okay, let's see. Can you say Archaeopteryx? Archaeopteryx. This fine feathered friend is the earliest known. This bird might have glided. This bird might have flown. One thing we must ask, and we must be quite firm. If this bird was so early, did he catch the worm? It's getting late now. I see night is falling. The museum is closing. Your mother is calling. Before you head home, dear Sally and Dick, I have a surprise that is really quite slick. This dino's the earliest cat that is known. No one has seen it. It's never been shown. It's super terrific. It stands here before us. Oh, say, can you say, what do you think it is? Cat in the Hatasaurus? What? Is that real? Do we have a cat in the Hatasaurus? The end. Yay! Good job, everybody. Thanks for participating. All right, so now we're going to get our dino bodies ready, and we are going to sing a song. It's called the Dino Pokey. So we're going to start off with our claws. Everyone get your claws. It goes like this. You put your dino claws in, you take your dino claws out, you put your dino claws in, and you scratch them all about. You do the dino pokey, and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about, dino pokey. All right, let's do our dino feet. Ready? You put your dino feet in, you take your dino feet out, you put your dino feet in, and you stamp them all about. You do the dino pokey, and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about, dino pokey. All right, let's do our horns. Ready? We gotta get our dino horns. Ready? You put your dino horns in, you take your dino horns out, you put your dino horns in, and you poke them all about. You do the dino pokey, and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about, dino pokey. Yay! Okay, so we are going to do a little science experiment all about dinosaurs. So what I have, I'm going to have to flip you over, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit of a thing, but I want you guys to be able to see my dino egg. So I have a dino egg here. See? We have a dino egg. And I'm going to show you how to hatch our dino egg. Ready? Let's see, what dinosaur do we think is in our dino egg? Oh, it's coming over the edge. It's coming over the edge. It's got to explode. I need a plate. Just in case, let me put this in here and bring it back. It's pretty fluffy. It's pretty fluffy. Did we get... You know what? I think we need a little bit more. It's gonna explode. We have a mess. Oh no. Let me see. Let me see. Did we get our dino? Did it hatch? Oh, not fully, but something's coming out. Do you kind of see? Oh, what is this? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I think I see something on its back. Does anyone want to guess what it is? There's something on its back here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to put some more in here. All right. Let's see, let's see. Oh, it's such a cool chemical reaction. Okay. We got most of it out. And I want to save some. Oh, what do we see? What dinosaur is it? The Stegosaurus! Let's see, will more of him pop up? Ooh, I got most of him. We got a Stegosaurus! So, I'm going to show you how to do this fun little dino egg. It's a very fun little science experiment. As you can see, we got a lot of foam. You're going to want to do this in a safe place. But, ooh, we made this dino out of a typical chemical reaction that we like to use a lot because it's fun all the time, and it's baking soda and vinegar. So I'm going to pour kind of my vinegar back in here because we don't really need it right now. But let's use my dino. We can use my dino again. We can use my Stegosaurus. All right. So what you want to do is you're going to want a container, and you're going to need baking soda and water. Okay. So I have my water. It's a big jug here. And depending on the size of your dinosaur, you're going to need more or less. Obviously, if I was trying to do this big dinosaur, I don't think I would have enough baking soda. I'd probably need like 2 boxes. But since we're going to do our itty bitty guy, it'll probably be about 1/3 of the box of baking soda. So what you're going to do is you're just going to pour the baking soda in. And this is kind of like slime where you can't really mess it up. It's just all about ratios. We'll just put more baking soda if you need it or more water as we go. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay. I do recommend some gloves once we start forming the egg though. So what you're going to need is, you're going to need the baking soda, and I poured some in, water, food coloring to make it a really fun color, wax paper, and a container here. So what color should I make our egg? Does anyone want to comment a color? Should I make it yellow, green, red, or blue? Let's see. Who wants a color? I did green. We did our green one, but if someone wants green again, we can do it. Let me take out all our colors here. Did anyone say? Okay. I think I'm going to go with blue because I haven't done blue yet. So I'm going to pour this back in here because I need a cup. So I'm going to open my water. Sorry, I know you guys can't see my water. But I'm just going to pour it. Can you see my cup? Yes. I'm going to pour it in a cup. I'm going to make it blue. Ooh, that looks beautiful. I'll let that settle. I'm going to get my gloves. Mix it up. Okay, so you have your baking soda in your container, you got your colored water, so you just kind of pour a little bit and start mixing the baking soda together to get a paste. You don't want it to be slimy because then you're just kind of making slime. You want it to be paste-like, kind of like this. That might have been the perfect amount of water for this. So that you can put your dino right in it and make an egg shape. Let me get my other glove. Okay. So actually, this is fantastic. So I have my little thing. So I'm going to push it down. I'm going to put my dino, just put it right in there. And like just push him in and take the rest and just cover him up. There we go. If you need to add more baking soda to get more, you can. You just add that little bit of water again to get that paste. And you just cover our dino up. And what you want to do right from here, I'll put my dino egg down. You take a container. You can use this one. I use this one, or you can use a flat cookie sheet. And you get some wax paper. Put it right inside. And you're going to put your dino egg right in here. And all you're going to do now, it's super easy, is you're going to freeze it for about an hour. These dino eggs will freeze pretty quickly if you want to do an hour, if you want to do it overnight. And then I'm going to bring you back up here. And then when you're all done, with your dino egg, when it's all frozen and ready to go, you just get some vinegar, because that's what was in my cup. It wasn't water, it was vinegar. And you get a container, which mine is kind of a mess right now because it overflowed a lot, but if you can see it, it's all over. You get a container and you just pour it on top and you hatch your egg. So what was really fun is it's a great science experiment because you use a base, which is baking soda, and you use an acid, which is vinegar. And when you mix those two up, you get this really fun reaction, and it's creating carbon dioxide, which are those bubbles that you saw, and the bubbles that you see in soda. So it creates air, so everything kind of disappears, and you're just left with kind of the liquid and the gas. So thank you so much for coming to Live from the Library. I hope you enjoyed Dinosaur Storytime and our experiment. If you want to see your experiment get even more foamy, before you pour the vinegar, pour a little bit of dish soap, and it'll get even foamier, and it'll be really fun. It's a really fun experiment. So thank you again for coming. So glad that everyone was able to tune in. And please check out the Chicago Public Library Facebook page for more videos, and also our actual website, shypublib.org. If you go to events, we have more online events and a lot of programs that are going to be coming up. So thank you. Hope everyone enjoys their holidays, and it was great to see you. Bye.